maximum number. Given an integer array nums, return the third distinct maximum number in this array. If the third maximum does not exist, return maximum number. So when it says third distinct maximum number, it means if we have duplicates in the list, we don't consider that. So let's go through a couple of examples. So let's say the list is like 1, 2, 2, 3. So what is the third maximum distinct maximum number here? It's gonna be 1, right? Because we don't we don't consider two twos. Two twos are going to consider as 1, 2. And also if like we have 1 and 2, so there is no third maximum, it says just return the maximum, which is going to be 2. Or if we have only 1, so what we're going to return is going to be 1. And we have a some constraint here is saying the length of the nums is going to start from 1 to 10 power 4. So we are not going to have an empty list. So let's see how we can do that. Because it's only third maximum number, what we can do, we can consider 3 different variables: first maximum number, second maximum number, and third maximum number. So we are going to start as float minus infinity, and then we keep updating them while we are going through the nums. So what we're going to do, we are going to say we are going to iterate over the values that we have in the nums list. We are going to say for nums, what we're going to do, we are going to say if the value that num has is bigger than, we start from the first one, right? If it is bigger than the first one, what we're going to do, we are going to update all these 3 variables respectively. We're going to update the third one with the second one. We're going to update the second one with the first one, and we are going to update the first one with the num. And why we are updating from the third to first? Because if I update the first, we are going to lose the value that we had in it. So we need to start to updating them from the last element to the first element. And then we are going to say if the num is not bigger than first, it's going to be bigger than second. And if it is bigger than second, we are going to do the same thing, but we are doing it for the third and the second element. So second is going to be updated num. And elif, what if num is not bigger than first and it's not bigger than the second? We should check if it is bigger than the third. And if it is bigger than the third, what we are going to do, we are going to update the third with the value num. What we need to do to avoid duplicates, we are going to update nums with a set of nums. So this way we are going to get rid of all the duplicates. And finally, we need to consider the cases that the length of num is 1 or 2. So if the length of num is equal to 1, or if the length of num is equal to 2, we are going for both cases return the first. And finally, we are going to return the third one, right? And by running that, we get the right answer. Let's run a couple of cases, test cases here, right? We always need to consider edge cases and see if the code works perfectly as we want it to work. So these are the edge cases when the length is 1 or is 2, or when we have duplicates, or when we have duplicates and it's something like this. Let's see if it works perfectly for all of them. So it's judging, and as you see, for all the cases it returns the correct answer. So for the first one, the third biggest element is going to be 1. For the second one, the third biggest element does not exist because we have duplicates here, so we have only 2 elements, which is the biggest one is 2. For this one, it's going to return 1. For this one, it's going to return the biggest element because it's not 3 items. And for this one, it's going to return the third biggest element. Although we have duplicates, it will return the right answer and we can submit it. So the time complexity for this is going to be linear because we are going to iterate over the array only once here, and while we are doing the set, it's going to be linear as well. And the space complexity is going to be constant because we are using just variable which is going to be constant. Thank you.